Tesla is canceling the current Model Y platform and moving to something totally new in 2024 and something even crazier in 2025. The upcoming Model Y Juniper refresh is going to be a really big deal, and in this video, I want to break down everything we know about this new model, but also talk about sort of the popular question right now, and that is, should you buy right now, take advantage of those massive savings, or risk it all for something that could or could not be worth it in a year or 18 months from now? Let me talk about if the current model we've got is secretly better, what is coming with Model Y Juniper, when it's coming, basically the top 10 things you need to know about the Model Y for 2024, all that's coming, and the crazy stuff happening with the Model Y Mini in 2025. Yeah, Model Y Mini is coming. Let me tell you all about it. And I'll also give a big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. So let me start by stating the obvious here. The Model Y is an incredible vehicle as it is, and there are many reasons why it's the world's best-selling car and Tesla's most popular model ever. As an owner, a proud owner of a 2022 Model Y Long Range, I can confirm that after tens of thousands of miles, this car is just incredible to drive. It's the perfect balance of tech and speed and power and comfort, and you just can't go wrong with the Model Y. It gives you extra space. You've got plenty of room for passenger and cargo. It is versatile. It's got great trunk space and front space. There is just so much to love about the Model Y in its current form. But also I should mention that in 2024, it's far from a perfect vehicle. The funny or not so funny thing about the Model Y is that Tesla is already canceling it in its current form and moving to something else, and I think for good reason. With the release of Cybertruck and more specifically the new Model 3 Highland, the Model Y is beginning to show its age a bit. It's not a bad car, but the tired wood trim, the non-ventilated seats, and now the older exterior design just make this car look a bit dated, not only when you compare it to other EVs sort of in the landscape, when you compare it to the competition, but just even comparing it to Tesla's own lineup, the Model Y looking a bit old. And Tesla knows this. That's why they're canceling the current model and the current platform and working on this sort of 3 or 4-pronged approach to fix the Model Y over the next 12 months and release some crazy big updates that most owners are going to love. Some people are going to hate this, and I'll get into why some of you might hate this, but I think most of you are going to like what Tesla has in store. So fix number 1 is one that we've already seen. It's simple, but one that Tesla hopes is going to be effective, and that is the introduction of a small refresh in the form of some all-new color. Sometimes a new coat of paint is just what the doctor ordered. It's just what's enough to get buyers convinced to jump into a new vehicle, and Tesla is hoping that Ultra Red and Stealth Gray will do just that and make the current Model Y platform a bit more appealing. And personally, I think these colors look great, especially Stealth Gray for the price of free is a really great option. And maybe I'm a bit biased. I'm an Ultra Red fan on the Model X, but I do think it might be worth the extra couple $1,000s. Two beautiful colors here that really look good in person. The vehicle itself hasn't changed, but if you sort of like the current offering and you wanted some new colors, these are definitely nice to see and just a new option for the Model Y as it stands right now. The second thing we've seen Tesla do over the last few months is just sort of scrap their current model and introduce a brand new upgraded, sort of stopgap Model Y refresh that fixes the main issues with the current generation. That would be ditching the wood trim in the interior for a new soft touch, more modern material and fabric, bringing some of the RGB ambient lighting from Cybertruck and Model 3 into the new Model Y, switching the exterior wheels to a different design, and that's about it. It's sort of this weird stopgap update that is great, but for some reason it's only available in the Chinese market. So this is a Model Y that, while it's still super similar to the one we've got around the world, definitely is a bit more updated and brings some of those newer features and new looks from Cybertruck and Model 3 Highland to the Model Y, which I think a lot of people would really like. Now, while this has been available in the Chinese market for a few months, there currently is no evidence to suggest that this is going to happen in other markets around the world. But if the rumored Model Y Juniper refresh really is a year away from where we are right now, I think a little could go a long way, and Tesla should bring this to other markets around the world. Again, it's not the overhaul, end-to-end refresh, but these little tweaks go a long way in making the Model Y seem more fresh and modern and new. There's a reason why this exists in the Chinese market. This is where Tesla needs to be more competitive than any other market around the world, and there's a reason they're making these changes, because the current Model Y has got to go. Now, one of the things that I love to do in my videos is take you behind the scenes of Tesla, talk about some hidden features, talk about what is coming next. I love that stuff, but I want to take a moment in this video to sort of flip the script and take you behind the scenes on me and my personal life and tell you a bit of what is coming next. I'm actually in the process of moving across the country, which has been, as you could imagine, quite the undertaking for my family and I, and for me, talking to someone about super stressful, life-changing situations like this has been an absolute game changer, which is why personally I couldn't be more excited to partner with BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video. BetterHelp makes starting therapy easier and much less intimidating for a lot of people because you can do it from the comfort of your own home in whatever way is best for you, whether it be a phone call, a video call, even messaging if you want to go that route, and that's your preference. You can do that with BetterHelp. In fact, you can get started right now by clicking the link right down below in the description and get 10% off your first month by going to betterhelp.com/Robert Rosenfeld. BetterHelp can match you to one of over 30,000 therapists in their network based on your needs, preferences, and location, which gives you access to a wider range of expertise than may be available in your particular city. And getting started here is really simple as well. You just fill out a questionnaire that's going to ask you some questions about what challenges you're going through, what kind of therapist you'd like, and then BetterHelp can match you to a therapist and help you. In most cases, you'll be matched with a therapist within 48 hours, and if for whatever reason it's just not a good fit, you can switch therapists with the click of a button at no additional cost, and of course you can schedule your therapy sessions at a time that is most convenient for you. Join over 4 million people who have used BetterHelp to start living a healthier and happier life. Click that link right down below in the description or head to betterhelp.com/Robert Rosenfeld. And also I should mention that clicking that link not only helps to support this channel, but also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. So again, hit that link right down below to get started or head to betterhelp.com/Robert Rosenfeld. Then the third pronged approach, really the ultimate goal here, is the aforementioned overhaul, the Model Y Project Juniper refresh. This is going to be the biggest Model Y change that we have ever seen, bringing huge upgrades and features to this vehicle. We're talking an all-new exterior design, RGB ambient lighting, a rear screen in the back for back passengers, a 360-degree acoustic glass, improved suspension for a quieter, more comfortable ride. You've got ventilated seats in the front, a faster, more responsive screen. There is so much to love about the Model Y Juniper refresh, and the Model 3 refresh has shown Tesla has some big plans for the Model Y, and it's going to be a really amazing upgrade. That is, when it comes. And that is sort of the big question right now. When is the Model Y refresh going to come? Well, according to Reuters, we've heard that a Model Y Juniper refresh could make its debut actually first in China by the middle-ish point of 2024, and then possibly an international rollout later on in the year or early 2025. But given that the Model 3 and Model Y share so much of the same design DNA, and they are going to share the same features basically with this refresh, something sooner could definitely be on the table the more advanced Tesla gets with their Model 3 production line. I should also mention that as great as this refresh is going to be, there are 3 things that some of you are going to hate with this refresh that would cause you to not want to wait and buy right now. One of those is stocks. Tesla's going all in on stock lists, so if you're not a fan of moving the shifting gears digitally on screen, definitely don't wait for this model because that's the direction Tesla is 100% going. They're also making some big downgrades to the base model. Not only have they started to already remove the premium audio system from the rear-wheel drive Model Y, but also we're hearing that Tesla is soon going to put behind a paywall features like rear heated seats, front heated seats, and heated wipers. So Tesla's definitely doing a lot to maximize their earning potential from their base model, and that should be coming somewhat soon to Model Y rear-wheel drive. And then the third big change that may or may not happen that might push many of you to not wait for this model is price, because pricing could change, and that sort of leads me to the very popular question I see in my videos all the time, and that is, do I buy right now or do I wait? And here's my 30-second answer. If I were in your shoes and I was in the market for a Model Y, I think that I would wait because these upgrades are so significant. The design is immediately noticeable. You're getting some huge creature comforts on the inside. Having been able to do a demo drive of the new Model 3, I can tell you it's quieter, it's more comfortable, it's a really refined experience that is great, and it's gonna be amazing on the Model Y. But I will give this caveat. If price is of the utmost importance to you and that $7,500 federal discount that you can take at point of sale right now is a make or break for you, I would not wait because we don't know how pricing is going to change, and Tesla could release this upgrade and bam, that federal incentive is gone as it is on the Model 3. It might happen, it could not happen, we don't know, but if price is of the utmost importance to you, I should say, don't wait because you're taking a big gamble with what pricing could happen or could do rather when the new refresh model comes out. And again, I should clarify, this is not at all to say that the current Model Y is a bad move, and if you buy that right now, you're getting a bad car. I just think that the upgrades are so significant, and again, given the Model 3 and Model Y share so much of the same design DNA, we already know what's coming to the Model Y, and we know the features, and if you want to see it for yourself, do a demo drive and see what it's going to be like, and imagine that in a Model Y, and there's your Juniper refresh. It's just going to be a really big deal, and I would personally wait. I think the features are worth it, but again, buying right now does secure you the pricing, which is really good right now on Model Y. It secures you the stocks, it secures you the features, and is going to give you, as of filming, full access to the $7,500 federal tax credit you can take at point of sale. So if you want that, buy now, because waiting for Juniper means possibly waiting at least a year, and also means taking a gamble on pricing going up or going down, and federal incentives being either remaining in place or getting cut. I should also mention that speaking of pricing and Model Y, there is that fourth prong in the approach I mentioned in the beginning of this video, and that is basically a mini Model Y. Tesla is currently working on the codename Project Redwood project vehicle platform. It's a little confusing as to what it is. And basically what we're hearing right now is Tesla is working on a small crossover as the first vehicle in their next generation vehicle platform that'll have a target price tag of around $25,000. That basically what we're hearing right now sounds like it's going to be a mini version of the Model Y. It's not going to have some of the creature comforts, maybe not the leather seats or the glass roof, but if you want like a sub $30,000 Model Y that's a really great electric car, this might be it, and Tesla will begin producing them in 2025. So this also is something to consider if pricing is super important to you and you're willing to sacrifice some things to get a lower price. This is going to be a big hit for Tesla. They're anticipating to make hundreds of thousands of these vehicles. They're ready for this to be their next big hit. And basically, it looks like a mini Model Y is what we're hearing right now. A small crossover from Tesla that will be coming in the new year of next year. That might be a good option if the current Model Y just isn't a good fit, or at least something to consider if you want the form factor of a Model Y, but you want a much cheaper price. So something to consider there with the Model Y Mini Project Redwood coming in 2025. Not to be confused with the Model Y Project Juniper refresh, which is the bigger refresh to the regular Model Y coming hopefully this year. So I want to know your thoughts on the Model Y refresh, your thoughts on Project Juniper, your thoughts on Project Redwood, your thoughts on everything going on. Tesla's so crazy right now. I want to know your thoughts down below. Also, I want to give a big thank you to you guys for sticking around and watching these videos. I really appreciate it. If you made it to the very end of the video, drop down below your favorite pizza topping along with your comment on Tesla. You like pineapple on pizza? You like a regular cheese pizza? Throw it in there with your Tesla comment, and I'll pick a couple of you guys to do some Amazon gift card giveaways as a thank you from me to you. Also, I want to give a big thanks to Proudbird. They supported our newsletter this past issue. They make some amazing Model Y floor mats that are a great fit, perfectly fit inside of your Model Y. Gonna offer some fantastic protection, won't break the bank, and are very easy to clean. If you want to check those out, I'll leave a link to those down below as well. Thank you guys so much for your support. You are amazing. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Definitely, January was not my best month on YouTube. I had a lot of stinker videos, so to read your comments and I know you guys watch just really does make it worthwhile as the numbers reflect the opposite. So thank you all for your comments. I really do appreciate it. As always, I will see ya in the next one.